What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Crypto Junkie channel, where we talk about all things crypto. So there's a little rain going on in the background. I hope it creates some sort of relaxing, soothing ambiance for you. Today, what I wanted to talk about was some big illusions that I see happening in crypto right now. And by far the biggest one is fundamentally not understanding where we are in the cycle. So let's define that. Let's attempt to define that. And we'll insert some pieces, but understand that I'm not going to go digging through the internet to find every piece and shred of proof. If you can't see this happening, if you haven't been paying attention, if your bias is blocking you from seeing this, you're not even going to understand what I'm saying. So you might as well just click off the video. But there's a fundamental misunderstanding happening right now. And that is people are mixing up, are we in a trader's market or are we in an investor's market right now? So first off, investing markets are usually over a longer time horizon, a longer time domain than trading. But right now is a trader's market and is not an investor's market. So right now is not the time to be buying long-term S&P positions, long-term, Sol, Bitcoin, ETH positions. Fuck no, now is not the time to be doing that. And it's weird. There's like this delusion of like longer term thinking to justify like right now actions, right? And so there's an everything bubble going on right now. I keep kind of like fighting for words because it's like, fuck, where do I start with this? There's an everything bubble going on right now. If you haven't been following along, I've written over 200, 300 emails, following this and chronologically talking about this over on Empire since 2019 when I started noticing it. September of 2019 is when we saw the Fed repo markets, the term markets and the overnight markets fail. And that is when the bank bailout started. That is when the QE started to go nuts. And now through endless amounts of printing, through infrastructure bills and COVID bills, and Trump is guilty and so is Biden. Now that we've had trillions of dollars printed and 40% of all circulating supply of US dollars has gone out over the last year, we have hyperinflation. Big fucking surprise. It's like nobody saw that coming, right? Actually, it's funny because a lot of them didn't, like Goldman. Goldman did not see that coming. They did not see 6% inflation coming. They actually were predicting, and I'll queue up a screenshot that I've got, since I believe it was April, they've been predicting by the end of the year 2%, 2.2%. And so they were wildly wrong and finally admitted that they were wrong and admitted that they have no clue what's going on. Most funds have been losing money all year long. Most epic traders the investors have been losing all year long. Even people like Michael Burry, which I'll show you in just a couple minutes, which arguably is one of the best, right? He's gone through, I think, 3 bubbles now, start to finish. And so nailed it on the last one in 2009. I mean, you can't deny that, but he's been way wrong on this. He was way wrong on Tesla, way wrong on treasuries, way wrong on cryptocurrencies. And it's only because, not because he's stupid, not because he's, lost his sharpened spear end, it's because this market has not been seen before. What we're in right now has not been seen before. The level of ignorance and stupidity that's actually driving this market, and I mean this via simplicity. Like, it's very simple. If it makes no fucking sense, if there's no reason it should be happening, it's happening. Meme coins pumping. BSC network getting taken over by scam after scam after scam, rug after rug after rug, right? And every single new network that pops up with cheaper fees than ETH right now, just getting rugged. NFT collections. How many NFT collections have there been? None of this shit makes any fucking sense. Yes? Okay, so you tell me, is this the time to be buying NFTs for the fucking long term? No, dude. You are buying the top. You are buying the top. And I don't know how many times people got to say this shit before you're going to get it. And so I could clearly and obviously be shooting videos like the next 100x gems. Get in on this NFT collection now. Hey, I could launch my own NFT collection. I could do all kinds of shit. And you know what all that would be? A fucking money grab. We tried that before, remember? It doesn't work. Doesn't work on the fucking morals and values. Okay, 2017 showed us that. So this is the top of the market, guys. And I don't know where it ends. Okay, it could be 80,000s for a Bitcoin, 6,000s for ETH. But no, it's not going to be 100,000 Bitcoin. And it's not going to be $1 million Bitcoin, which is what you're hearing, right? Because everyone wants fucking rainbows up their ass when there's no yield to be found. And this is something else we've been talking about ad nauseum, is that everyone is hunting for yield. I shot a video about this months ago, talking about how it makes sense that so many people are getting into so many reckless, they're not even investments, they're speculations. They are highly volatile, highly dangerous speculations because they want a return. Nothing out there is giving them a return. So they're gonna get riskier and riskier with their appetite. Please give me something in the comments. Is this making sense? I hope so, because I feel like sometimes I'm banging my head against the fucking wall with some of this stuff. It should be very basic to understand this. Very simple, yeah? So this is not me saying this. This is like, go out and look. This is actually what's happening. So what do we have happening? We have Hyperinflation driving the markets. And if you think the fucking Fed is got this under control, you are sadly mistaken. The Fed is now up against mainstream media over this last week, over the last, what was it? Omicron, whatever the fuck, who cares what it was called? The variant, the big scary variant out of South Africa, which in 24 hours got dissolved. Within 24 hours, the actual doctors that released the data information said, hey, it's mild. But that won't stop mainstream media from pumping that fear. Pump that fear, baby. Now that fear pumping is working against the Fed and the central bankers. They're trying to keep inflation under control, and these fucking retards are coming out and running around talking about how it's the end of the world every other day. Now, whether that's the cover for Maxwell's court hearing, which is completely sealed, and you can only call in and listen to it, or not, I don't know, but inflation is driving the market right now, and nobody has this under control. If you think the Fed has it under control, you are smoking stupid pills. That doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? Just because they wear a suit and sound smart on TV does not mean shit. So, they do not have it under control. Inflation is driving the market. So that is leading people to try and search for yield in more and more dangerous positions. They are, like I've said, they're all the way down the alley in Vegas at this point, at the shady casino that's 24 hours and doesn't ask for any verification or any KYC or AML. That is where we're at in the market right now. And this bubble is across many sectors. Everything is in on this time. Everything is going to get pulled down. Stock market and traditional markets, metals are going to get pulled down. Anything that's a speculative asset, all the way down to housing. When this thing eventually pops, it's going to take down all of this. So you got to ask yourself, is this really the time to be buying from a long-term investor standpoint? Fuck no, it's not, dude. Again, look around. Read some macroeconomic data. Consumer outlook, bad. Down really bad on bigger purchases, right? Because they have higher inflation expectations and they see what's going on. When stuff is more expensive in the stores, dozens of companies have announced that right now during the holidays, they are raising rates, and they're going to keep raising rates because of supply chain issues. We've got hundreds of ships outside the ports of LA not getting delivered. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? And so the delusion, and it's like mind-blowing actually, the extent of this is to justify positions and to justify doing stuff in the market and looking busy and having something to do. People are buying these tops and buying positions now and trying to spin it like they're an investor, trying to spin this as a smart long-term decision. You would be lucky if you end up breaking even on this in the long run. I have no idea though. You know what, you might, just like between 2017 and now, look at how much of that you ended up making out on. If you would have just sat on all your alt bags that were a fucking disaster back then, now you would have made profit. You would have crushed. That's not a guarantee though. And is that risk that you're really willing to take on, right? Really think this through. So is it FOMO that's driving the decision right now, just needing to do something in the markets? Like, go for a run, go to the gym if you need something to do. But like, again, this really isn't, unfortunately, it's not really an investor's market. It's a trader's market. So just keep that in mind with how you're positioning yourself and what you're doing. Now, if you've got actual investments and investment positions, and they're, you're over a longer time domain, then yeah, leave them alone. You're good, dude. But like going and trying to buying this shit now at these tops, I don't think so. Not for a, 5, 10, 15, 20-year hold. I don't think so. Again, I could be wrong, but this is some of the stuff that I'm seeing. So anyways, let's wrap up by, let me show you this. It looks like the last 13 F filings that we've gotten from Scion Asset Management, which is Michael Burry's company, is that he hemorrhaged all short positions. He closed out his shorts against ARK, against Tesla, against treasuries. And at one point, I know he was trying to short cryptos, close those positions as well. So I don't know if he closed in profit or if he took a big fat fucking loss, which is what it looks like he took. I don't know, but he's been awful quiet about the whole thing ever since. And yes, he was right about Tesla. Tesla cashed in on government subsidies to essentially drive up the price. And even Elon Musk knows it's too expensive because I think it was like last year or something, he tweeted, Tesla's too expensive. Like, he wasn't joking, he was serious. And he's been selling off more Tesla because he knows it's too expensive. So now, let me wrap up with this final point. If we've got Jeff Bezos selling a record amount of Amazon shares or stock this year, we've got Elon Musk doing the same thing, selling record amounts, billions and billions of dollars these guys have now sold over the last 12 to 18 months. I mean, do you know something they don't? Two of the greatest, whether you like it or not, investors, richest people on the planet right now are fucking selling, and you're telling me now's the time to be buying. Sorry, dude, I'm gonna have to say hard pass on that, no, and follow it up with a no. So anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, or if you just want to comment for the algos, I fucking love you for that. Like this video, again, algo dance, and then if you're brand new here, help us get over 5,000 followers. For fuck's sake, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You know the deal. Be on the lookout, more videos coming soon.